Hi guys, and welcome to another video. So a little bit of news did come out yesterday, some transfer news, and it was an outgoing transfer. That was Bali Mumba going to Norwich City. Now, it wasn't a shock, of course it's not a shock, but it's still quite saddening nevertheless. Like I said, it wasn't a shock because it's something that we kind of knew was going to happen. It was just a case of when, not if. But he has gone for what is supposed to be, or rumoured to be, around £350,000, and that could potentially go up to around £750,000 with add-ons and stuff like that. But that is all just rumoured to be around those kinds of figures. But we'll quickly just read what the Sunderland website did say, or did have to say about this. They said, Sunderland AFC can today confirm that Bali Mumba has joined Norwich City for an undisclosed fee. The 18-year-old midfielder rose through the ranks at the Academy Elite before making his first team debut against Wolverhampton Wanderers on the final day of the 2017-18 season. Mumba made a total of 10 appearances during his time on Wayside, while also spending the latter part of the 2019-20 campaign on loan at South Shields. Everyone at SAFC would like to wish Bali the best of luck for the future. So that was just the general thing you usually hear for an outgoing transfer. But I think the most frustrating thing is, and what I think the general consensus of Sunderland fans is that, you know, we have this grade A academy. Do you know what I mean? And the talent that we bring through it, I think if I'm being 100% honest, the talent that we have in the academy right now, it is of quite a low standard. But anyone who is at least showing signs of potential, they're getting sold off for peanuts. And for example, if we do compare, there was the Luke Matteson, who was the right back for Rochdale, who they agreed a fee of £1 million with Wolves for him to go to Wolves in January, and that was only after 15 appearances for Luke Matteson. And don't get me wrong, I think he's a decent player, but to say that a right back being Matteson to go to Wolves, £1 million. That's a decent amount of money, and to compare with Bali, who only had 10 appearances, I think the only thing that probably increased Matteson's price tag up was the fact that he was playing first team football, whereas with us, Bali was in our in our youth squad, who were getting battered week in week out, and then he got loaned out to South Shields. And I think a frustrating thing is I just feel like he was managed really, really poorly throughout the academy and the first team when he was around there as well. Because of course, as we did mention just a moment ago through the Sunderland statement, he did make his debut against Wolves. It was the last game of the season when we were already relegated from the Championship. We played Wolves, who were the champions. We won 3-0. We played a load of youth that day, and it looked like, although we were going down, the future was bright in terms of our academy. And then none of those players continued to play. Bali Mumba did feature in the opening stages of the next season, our first season in League One. Did he set the world alight? No, I don't think he did. And I think quite a few people have overhyped him slightly. I don't think he's the sort of class player, the finished product that many people seem to say he is. But he's a decent player. He's a young lad with a lot of potential, and he's been sold off. And we should be keeping older players like that and nurturing them a lot better. He should have been and remained in and around the first team, even if he was on the bench and come and got on a few minutes and started the occasional cup game or something like that. We should have continued his progress like that, because he was on a sort of upwards trajectory with us originally. And then out of nowhere, he was nowhere to be seen. He was never on the bench. He was going to the youth squad that were getting battered week in, week out by double figures half the time. And then we sent him out on loan to South Shields. So, I don't blame the kid for wanting to go. And according to Fark, the Norwich manager, he has said that he is going to be a first team player, or at least, a senior squad player. He's not going into their youth squad, and that's going to be in the Championship. And so it just shows how differently our management views Bali to how Norwich's management look at him. It's difficult. He has been playing as a right back for our youth squad. For me, I still think he'd make a perfectly good central midfielder if he's nurtured there and he's trained there. But obviously, he's been seen from the Norwich scouting system. They must have a decent scouting system, because we sure as hell don't. And they've said that they think he's going to be a great right wing back. So we'll have to see. But it's just a massive shame, because anyone who seems to be showing any kind of potential in the academy, we're selling him off. And to be fair, I don't even think this is a conspiracy theory. I think this 350k that we'd be getting for Bali, that's probably just going to cover the season ticket refunds that so many people are asking for, and rightly so. But that's probably why we've sold him off, just to cover it. And I won't put it past Stuart Donald for doing that or allowing that to happen. Another lad, Jordan Hunter, as well, the youngster, has been sold as well. Or sorry, has left us. Definitely didn't get any money for him. He went to he's gone to South Shields. He's actually rejected a contract offer from us to go to South Shields. So it just shows how poorly managed our academy is. And he'd rather go to someone like South Shields, with no disrespect for them, but obviously we are supposed to be a level above. And Hunter sees more in South Shields than he does with us. Don't get me wrong, I think he's early 20s now, so he probably wants to get that first team football that he's probably going to get guaranteed in South Shields, and he probably would have just remained in the youth squad with us. But yeah, so there we go. It's two lads, obviously one more than the other, being Bali, you know, lads with potential. They've gone for peanuts, which is a massive, massive shame. I would have loved to have seen Bali progress with us and become a first team player, a regular starter, but that isn't to be anymore. Bali did say a sort of farewell, which I'll read to you. He did say this. He said, "I would like to start by saying a massive thank you to everyone at Sunderland AFC, the coaches, the staff, the players and all the supporters who have helped me throughout my journey at Sunderland. Here I have been able to grow and learn to become the player I am today. Sunderland AFC has been my club for the past 11 years and I can proudly say that I have loved every single moment and I've created many good memories which will stay with me forever. I am truly grateful for every opportunity which has been given to me and the people in which I have met along the way. Finally, I would like to wish everyone associated with SAFC all the best going forward. Even though I'm leaving the club, there will always be a piece of it with me. Thank you and God bless." So that's a very, you know, it's a very classy goodbye from the young lad. And like I said, it is a shame. And like he's mentioned there, he's been there for 11 years. So we've been training him up. We've put 11 years worth of work into the lad, and now we're letting him go for 350k, which it's ridiculous. It's an absolute joke with the way our youth system is run, and it needs to change big time. It was only a year or two ago, when Stuart Donald was talking about the Dortmund model. The Dortmund model isn't to sell off your best youth before they've even broke into the first team. That is the absolute opposite of what the Dortmund model is. So it's an incredibly frustrating time with our youth academy. But that is pretty much it for this video. It's just thought I'd just give you a quick update on it and my thoughts. It's very, very frustrating. Do I think that Mumba will or could have played a crucial part next season? Personally, I don't. I don't think he was good enough. But it's frustrating that someone who's come through our ranks for 11 years with potential, nevertheless, it has been sold. It's frustrating. But, of course, I would have liked to see him play some part for us next season, because I can't see him playing regular football at Norwich, unfortunately. And I'm not just saying that, at sort of sour grapes. I just don't think he will get the game time that he maybe thinks he might get over there. But anyway, that's it, guys. Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you have enjoyed, please hit the like button for me. It'd be massively, massively appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already, to become a fully fledged member of the Sassy Army. But for now, you take care and stay jamming.